I don't have an actual
that
one.
Counts.
Here's Sharp off an easy inbounds. He was wide open. Uzan found him. 26-12. 7 minutes to play in the first half.
Tom, it's interesting. Houston has 14 players on the roster. 12 of those players have only worn a Houston uniform. The two who haven't.
And you got to see and test it out. Brett Reed said, hey, it's got to be something that's almost great play coming off the ball screen out of a timeout. He's one of the best, period, in ATOs.
Uzan, left open baseline jumper, good. Splashes it home, pretty easy shot. 38-23 as he inches closer. Discard that. Uzan snaking into the paint. Uzan throws it up with one hand, gets the pinball off the rim, and he's got 7 points. 4 minutes to play. Shot clock is at 9. Sanak is not fouled.
Oh wow, everything
flying everywhere. Whoa, what's going on?
Physicality.
They're going to count the bucket.
He caught the air ball and put it in. Uzan, short corner three. Tugler preparing to come back on the court. Uzan directing traffic, and then he fires from deep.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating for me to watch the new guys down on the defensive end.
Joseph Tugler spinning. Uzan. Nice finish with the right hand off the left window. McCarty with the block shot. Kingston Flemings. Milos Uzan hits the three. Ramon Walker Jr.
Excellent defense by Towson right now.
Uzan takes the three and hits.
Good pass.
Here's the Houston Five. Uzan, Fleming, Sharp, Sanak, and Tugler. Corner three, Milos Uzan.
Super talented scoring guard. There you see it.
Another steal for Harwell. Sets up Uzan.
You know, it's funny. The first game I ever coached at Manhattan College was against Butch Van Bredikov, who had 1,500 wins when I coached him. Nice shot right there.
He's like the Moore today. The Moore got in.
See, once again, they're keeping the ball on one side, and it's going to turn into one-on-one.
Uzan high off the window. Great answer. The freshman Flemings on a 22-point night. Uzan pull up three. Oh, Uzan!
We're in Houston with the #2 team in the nation, playing host to Ryder after the Bronx just got their first bucket. Here's Milos Uzan. As soon as they go up, very important for 5 guys to hit the glass defensively. Uzan from the elbow. That pass deflected and stolen on the block by Tugler. Milos Uzan. Whistle blows, bucket goes, and Houston's pouring it on.
Fleming's guarded by Betsy. Kick out, open look, Uzan from downtown.
And that's a freshman, Brandon. And Betsy and Kings, Anthony, the best three-point shooters as Uzan. The other guys have room to be able to take advantage and move into different spots on the offensive end.
That's a tough take there from Milos Uzan. Uzan underneath Tugler, kicks it out. And Uzan, who knocked out a couple of those in the first half, hits another. Shot clock didn't reset. Uzan, oh! The bank is open late in Vegas on a Monday night.
And sometimes when it's good, it is going. Got a great offensive rebound. The best time to take threes is on a kick out from an offensive rebound. George turning that down.
And it drops for Uzan.
In the aggressiveness that they'll allow Syracuse to play.
Little too tall for Kyle. 5-on-4 for Houston, and Uzan takes advantage. Uzan over 20 points today, and right to the rim to start overtime.
And right there, I love that action. We call that Allen Iverson action.
5 assists yesterday. Guarded by Gillespie. Uzan steps inside and scores it.
Using his size over the top there on the matchup.
So far, he's 0 of 5 from the field. Stepped into an 18-footer to Uzan and got the bounce.
Killer cross. He's got Akpara on skates. And
5 to shoot. Again, it's Akpara on him with those long arms. In the lane, floater. Nice. That was Milos Uzan getting into his bag. He's got 9 here in the first half to keep Tennessee close. Uzan down the lane, yes.
I have to think we'll see Emmanuel Sharp here pretty soon, right?
He's still been on the bench. What a tough shot by Milos Uzan.
Once again, when they need a bucket, they go right back to it.
How about Uzan? The answer! We give him 50 so far here in Vegas in the 2 days. Uzan driving it on him, dropping it off. Tugler puts it down. And it's trying to get it in. They don't have a timeout. Uzan, crossover, drives with the left.
That crossover.
Here comes Uzan to the rack. But to be a freshman and to walk in and to be this kind of an impact player with this team says all you need to know about how good Flemings is as Uzan. Tough turnaround from Mohammed. By the way, 6 different Cougars GA have already scored in this game, including Uzan. So if you've just hopped on with us, Houston at one point had a 22-point lead. But it has been trimmed down to 14 as we hit the final 60 seconds. Uzan bangs in a 3. What a start for Sharp. Better than 16 per game. 37% from 3 early part of the season as Burton has too much interior strength.
Won an ACC tournament championship. Houston on the move after the air ball. Uzan rising up. His first points of the night.
He can maneuver in the air, and his body control is so good.
Uzan, a clean look. Drills the corner 3. Move to 8-1 on the young season. Uzan has Swinton on him. Pulls up. Gets the bounce.
Uzan, good touch.
Yeah, see, that's what we said about Milos Uzan last year, right? And not minimize his effectiveness and take away his strength, but he's got to stay on the floor.
Uzan, Tugler!
Get to the free throw line. He has the potential to shoot 80% from the free throw line.
2 more for Milos Uzan. Missed the floater. R.C. Miller grabs the loose ball. Corner kick. Milos Uzan. Uzan back for Sinek. Similar play as the first one of the half.
Perhaps closer to what NIL was intended to do as opposed to the other.
Settle with the two-hander.
For Milos Uzan has had himself a basketball game.
Brazil at 6'10", plays a lot smaller than that in terms of agility. That's a turnover.
You know, Pringle's a good player. This kid probably a little bit better in terms of post moves and things like that. He averaged 14 a game at Florida State. He's a scorer.
Uzan blows by and scores. Billy Richmond, the third. Guarding Flemings here, who takes him into the lane. Kicks to the corner. Uzan, got it! That's a 3.
Houston going to take their time a little bit. And here's where having those 2 point guards really helps in this kind of situation.
Uzan, wow, buries a 3.
Down to 7.
Great activity.
Uzan
great
with
activity.
Milos Uzan.
Good shot.
Got it.
We talk a lot about Thomas and his scoring there at the end of the first half, but almost 4 assists a game. He can dish it. Uzan, a 3-pointer that Houston badly needed, and Milos Uzan knocks it down. Thomas for 3, in and out, and a rebound coming out. Flemings will push. Kingston Flemings kicks it out. Uzan again, yes! Uzan, he's hit a couple from outside this half. How about a third? Yes, sir!
And we all know Kansas. Peterson, I think Darren Peterson comes back today, so that'll give them a joke.
Uzan, and he is having a big second half, 11 of his 13. He's doing everything. All 11 points for Chum in the second half. And how about Harris? Blocked. And it's clean by Uzan. We've had 12 ties. We've had 10 lead changes. And one is turning into a dandy. Uzan, yes! Milos Uzan unconscious in the second half.
You play stout defense for the entire clock, and then you give up a rebound and you have to play it again. And he makes you pay.
Here's Harwell, the freshman.
Want to get him going. They really think he could do it. Even if that doesn't go in, they had run some action.
Uzan catch and shoot. Splash down.
Well, they're happy to see that. Kevin raves about him, and why not? Doesn't care if he scores. He's all about winning.
Uzan rips it.
Little snake dribble.
Uzan again.
Tell you what, he's perking.
8 to shoot for Sharp.
Oh, nice job. Thinking over the top.
Uzan flaring, gets the flyby. And sinks it. How smooth.
I actually mind that shot, though, at all by Mo Odom. If you can try to run in the open floor, you might get some good things. Kept alive, good ball movement, and the three from the corner from Uzan. You know, so often Houston does high wedging. That means coming over and pushing the defensive player underneath the glass and be able to finish. Off the bounce, Uzan swishes home a three. The fifth for Houston in the first half. He's 7'1". He has a skill set. Can he get stronger and more physical? Couldn't close out there in the Uzan three. They had the comfortable lead, but the turnovers, now the starters are back out on the floor. They need to kind of ramp this thing back up. And Uzan comes through with a big corner three.
He's going to do everything he can to get to that left hand.
Uzan in his second year in the program. He'll knock down a three, something he's been doing much better the last couple of games. Uzan left it just a bit short on the front of the rim. Walker runs it down. Players all over the place on the deck, but not Flemings, who hits the three and now has a season-high 27 points.
Jalen Petty is good enough, therefore big enough.
Now he's trying to slow down Flemings. Uzan for three.
Punch did a great job attacking right where he came from because his weight distribution was off. Double team. Flemings found a way to get through it. Uzan three is good. The highest we've seen from a freshman in college basketball.
Full court pressure, and they left the man wide open. Sacco, who dunks it home.
And then keeps Sinak off the offensive glass.
Well, they left Uzan wide open because they were so concerned about the freshman.